Do you know how fast you're going? Let's take a look at the difference between pace and speed. At first glance, these words might seem like they have almost exactly the same use, but there is a key difference. We're also going to look at the differences in these words when they're used as verbs. So let's get into it. First, let's talk about the word pace as a noun. Pace refers to time over distance. So that means that pace is used to measure how long it takes or how much time it takes to cover a certain distance. So when you say something like 10 minutes per kilometer or 8 minutes per mile, you're talking about how long it takes to achieve some kind of distance or how long it takes to cover a certain amount of space. Speed, on the other hand, refers to distance over time. So when you say something like 60 miles an hour or 5 kilometers an hour, you're talking about the distance that you can travel in a certain period of time. So you can kind of think of pace and speed as sort of opposites. So although we can use them in a lot of kind of similar situations, they measure things in kind of the opposite ways. With that in mind, let's take a look at the differences between the verb forms of these words. To pace means to choose an appropriate amount of time to do something or to achieve something. We see it a lot in expressions like, pace yourself, you don't need to do all of your homework tonight. Or, it's important for joggers to learn how to pace their runs. So to pace means like to choose or to decide on or to determine an appropriate amount of time usually, or maybe like an appropriate rate of action for something. To speed, on the other hand, means to do something quickly or to drive over the legal speed limit. So when we're driving a car and we know we're going too fast, we usually use this verb to express that. We say, I'm speeding, or I shouldn't be speeding, or oh no, that cop is gonna catch me speeding. These kinds of expressions. For example, a cop pulled me over because I was speeding, or wow, you sped through your homework. Usually we use speed to talk about driving too fast in a car and sometimes getting caught when doing that. Great, now you know the differences between pace and speed, so you can go speed through all the videos on my channel, or choose a reasonable pace. Top speed. Always top speed on this channel, alright? I got stopped for speeding in a school zone once, and I didn't know I was in a school zone, and I was very upset, and the cop was nice to me. That's a true story.